Well, hi folks, 19th of February now, absolutely foul day outside. I don't know whether you can hear the wind belting down on my roof here and the river on flood next door. So I can't do anything up at the plot, so I'm going to sow a few seeds now, get a few bits and pieces underway. I'm going to sow some leeks, some giant banana shallots and some giant spaghetti chilli, which are supposed to be one of the longest chilies in the world. So we'll start off with the banana shallots, which I always rave about, and I'll just show you why. These are some I've still got left from last year from an August harvest, so they've stored for 6 months perfectly. I always rave about them. I'll just show you how easy it is to grow them and sow them. What I'm going to use this time, as always, is a 40 module cell thing like that. So that's 40 little single modules that fits into a seed tray. There seems to be enough compost in each little module to grow one plant, and it doesn't take up a lot of room, so they're cracking. So again, I'm going to use Zebrunne as my shallot of choice, or you can get ones called banana shallots. They're exactly the same as far as I've grown them both, and they all come out exactly the same, but if you're looking for the name, it's called Zebrunne or banana. So what I've done is, like I say, I've just filled a little one of these seed modules up with compost, and instead of sowing the seeds on and then riddling some compost over, all I do is just with a pencil, just make a little hole about maybe 5mm deep with a pencil end like so. I've done it in the rest, and then you can sow either 1 or 2 seeds in each hole. This is where I need to put my glasses on because I can't see now. Right, I don't know, I'm getting old. So like I said, all I'm going to do is just drop a couple of seeds, because these seeds, I get them dead cheap from Harrogate anyway, so they're only about £1 a packet. I think you get 100 and odd. So I'm just going to drop 2 seeds into each hole like so. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to riddle any soil, any compost over. I won't do them all, we'll just do this first row. Put those down. Then all I do is, again with the pencil, just shove the little bit of compost back over the top where you made the hole. It's a lot neater than just riddling soil all over them, because you get it all over the place. So that's that done, that's one row. And then all I'll do with these, just put a propagator top on. I'll leave them somewhere warmish, like in a room, on a windowsill until they germinate, because last year I got quite bad germination, because as soon as 1 or 2 started to germinate, I put them all in the polytunnel, and then we got a really cold spell and it was too cold for the others to germinate. So I'm going to make sure that most of them have germinated before I move them into the polytunnel, because once they've germinated they grow away fantastically well, but it's just the initial germination that can be a problem. So I'm doing 3 lots of those. I'm doing 120 of those this year, so maybe I'll plant 100 of them out, and then that'll be plenty. So we're going to grow some leeks now, and this is what I grow my leeks in. So these things you get from the greengrocers that they keep broccoli in. I've cut it down a little bit because they are about that big with the lid on. Just punch a few holes in, but that gives you about 5 inches of depth, and the plants seem to grow a lot better in there before you transplant them, rather than in a seed tray which are too shallow and they can tend to dry out. So all I do with this, couldn't be easier. Just fill this up with compost. Any old stuff will do. They're not too fussy, leeks and things like that. So any multi-purpose compost. I'm growing Musselburgh this year, the leeks. Same as ever, nothing spectacular, just an old favourite leek. Seem to do well. I've only just finished pulling the last of them up this year into February, so they've kept well over winter without bolting or going rotten. So I just stick to the basics. There's loads of different types, but I just find Musselburgh are fine for me. So I think that'll do. Just tap it down a touch. So it couldn't be easier. Just going to get the seeds out and just scatter these thinly over the top. And what I'll do, once they've germinated, I'll thin them out to about 1 every square inch, so probably get about 50 growing in this one. in this pot. It's a lot easier, like I said, than pricking them out, growing them in a seed tray and pricking them out individually. You might as well just grow them in a big box and then thin them out and leave the rest to grow on, because there's enough compost. There's enough compost in there to support 50 leeks, so I think that'll do. So yeah, again, all I'm going to do with this, I will actually riddle some compost over the top of this, just to cover them up, not too deeply, maybe 5mm tops, and then just give that a little bit of a watering in, and again just leave that somewhere, because I've not got a greenhouse this year and the polytunnel's too cold, because I still keep the doors open. I'll need to keep it indoors until they germinate. I'll just give that a quick watering until they germinate, and then stick that in the polytunnel as well. So that's the leeks. Oh, couldn't be easier. And then finally, we'll have a go at some of these chillies. Now apparently there's no world record for the longest chilli, so I suppose you could enter a 6-inch long one and try and claim it with Guinness Book of Records, but these look interesting. They said they grow to well over a foot long. Really, you know, quite long, but really, really thin, like bootlaces these. So we'll give them a go, see what they're like. They're not too hot either, they're only 8,000 Scoville heat units, so well, you can hear that rain battering down again. I just like to try, you know, odd chillies now and again. So again with these, all I'm going to do is make a little tiny hole. I'm going to grow 4 pots, and I'll put two chilli seeds in each one, and then if they both come up, I'll just get rid of the weakest one, and that's it really. It says it needs 27 degrees to germinate, so these will have to go in a heated propagator. So that's about it folks, on a horrible day. Got a bit of sowing done now, so take these off, I can see, right. Jumbo banana shallots, leeks and a few chillies. So that's about it folks, 19th of Feb, and we're up and sowing. See you later.